Let me show you how to make these pecan crunchies. Look at that. Let me open up one and let you see. They're still a little bit warm, but look at that on the inside. Doesn't that look great? These have a totally different flavor than the pralines, and they are wonderful. So let me tell you, 3 ingredients. You take 1 egg white, you beat that to a stiff peak, but not a dry stiff peak, but to a stiff peak. And then you take 1 cup of light brown sugar and you slowly put that in as your mixer. I used my stand mixer as it beats it. And you want to beat it until it's creamy. Now you're not going to get all of the little grittiness out of it, but of course when they cook, then that dissolves. Once you have that done, now it's an old recipe. It called for 2 cups of pecan halves. I'm always going to opt for the pieces because you just get better. To me, the pieces just do better. So what I did was, instead of that, is I did 1.5 cups of the pieces, okay? And so we'll see how many we get out of it, but that's what they're going to look like. This is what it looks like when it's mixed up, okay? You have to make sure your pecans are coated well, whether you do the whole ones or whether you do the pieces. 2 cups of whole, and I've never done the whole, so I really can't tell you just exactly. I mean, you're gonna have to just make sure they're coated. I've always opted for that. Again, I'm using my little small. This is actually a Pampered Chef. And I don't know, you know, it's a real small one. I know some of you, so many of you've made the pralines, and you're just so in love with those because they were so easy and they turned out so good, and you didn't have this and you did yours larger and you didn't get the 40. I used this little scoop. I don't know what it's considered, if it's a number 1 or what. Same thing with these, and they're going to puff up a little bit, but I'm doing these out. And I'm just gonna do them for you so I can tell you in this video how many you're supposed to get. Now, I know some of you were so excited about the pralines because you were starting to think about what Christmas candies you're gonna do. And if you're gonna do Christmas candies to take to church or to take to neighbors, this one needs to be on your list. It doesn't get any easier than this, because I mean, all you're doing is mixing and then you're putting out and you're baking. You're not having to cook it or anything like that, and so it doesn't get any easier. So let's see how many we're going to get. This is 1 recipe, and again, this recipe, you know, the brown sugar and the egg white's not going to be expensive, but when you're talking about, you know, 1.5 cups of pecans for the pieces, then you know that can tend to get a little bit on the expensive side. But anyway, you know, sometimes when we do our Christmas candies, all of that just kind of goes out the window because we've got certain ones that we're going to do regardless of what the expense is, okay? I should have probably put this on my large pan, but I didn't, and I probably can scrape one more up. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 8, 1, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Looks like I got about 31 of them, okay? Now, again, that's going to all depend. You see the size of mine once they puffed up a little bit, okay? What is that? A little, maybe 1.5 diameter as far as the size of 1.5, but they are so good. You cook them 325 for 15 to 20 minutes. I cooked mine about 17. You just want to make sure that it's set up. You want a nice browning on the bottom, see, but you don't want to burn them because that egg white and that sugar burns really easily. So let's taste it. I don't know if you can hear that crunch or not, but they're crunchy. So anyway, Pecan Crunchies. I hope that you'll try them. Share this. I mean, I couldn't get over the hundreds of thousands of likes or views rather on the pralines. So I think this will be a hit too because people love little simple things like this. So thank you if you're sharing and if you're commenting and liking all that. Just thank you so much. I hope that you'll keep faith in your heart, peace in your home, and good food on your table. I love you and God bless.